Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning. We're gonna try to keep today's video kind of short. This morning's weigh-in 303.0. So we are officially past the 305 roadblock we were at. We were kind of chilling there for a few days. Um, I don't think I'm gonna hit under 300 this week, considering that Saturday and Sunday, since I don't work, I don't go to the gym. Those are kind of my rest days. No, they are my rest days. All I try to do there is just maintain, right? I try to just not overeat and just to me, if Friday I end at 305 and Monday I come in at 305, that's a win, right? I don't know, it just gives me a little mental break from the weight loss, constantly, checking and being careful about what I eat. um Mind you, the cravings are a lot less now. Sugar cravings are basically all but gone. I can actually walk through the store and not feel any cravings or desire. I don't have to fight anything to not buy junk food. It's actually pretty cool. What I do have a craving for right now is stuff like tortillas and bread. Um, it doesn't have to be sweet, just bread itself. Mind you, I do eat, right. So like I said, we're like on a diet keto, a fake keto diet, right. I'm just low carb, right. I guess I should just call it low carb. We're on a low carb diet. Um, so with this within the space of those low carbs, right, and higher protein, I do try to eat, okay, good, better carbs than just straight off sugar and crap like that. Um, but anyways, I guess today I just want to talk about how I know in the last video I'd mentioned, you know, it's good to have a plan, right? You always want to kick off your journey with a plan. You always want to have an idea of what you're gonna do and stick with it, right? But we can't always follow that, right? We're not always guaranteed. Life is crazy, right? If you got kids, if you're working, if you work crazy hours, you're not always guaranteed to be able to make your meals or take your meals or have them at the time you want to have them. So today was one of those days for me. I packed my lunch last night because I plan to prepare. I prepare to succeed. um and we sorry, they're distracted with a message. We forgot our lunch today, guys. We forgot our lunch. It's nice and packed there on the counter. My wife sent me a picture of it. So what do we do in these cases, right? Lunch is gone. I'm not gonna go hungry all day, right? So I could not eat all day, and I'm pretty sure I'd be okay. I think I'll survive. I don't know how I'll do it, but by God, I will survive. No, I don't like it just because I'm lifting weights, right? I'm lifting weights, I'm working out, and I feel like if I keep myself hungry, I'm more susceptible to messing up. I feel like maybe those pangs can come back, those cravings. So we have to be able to adjust, right? We have to be able to. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting the prop ready for today. We have to be able to adjust, right? We have to be able to make plans and change out, right? Unfortunately, we eat mostly at a gas station, right? So we don't really have a lot of options, right? I mean there are options, right? For example, so today for today's meal, since I didn't bring my lunch, I bought two of these bad boys. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna record this wrong, but it's the Quest bars, s'mores. We got about 180 calories here with 21 grams of protein and 23 grams of carbs. A little more than I'd want, but hey, it's got the protein and lower calories. It's within my 1 to 10 rule, so I try to stick to a rating for my calories, and I try to stick for every 10 calories get at least 1 gram of protein, right? The the lower that ratio is, the worse the food is. To me, anything I try to keep it that anything that is 1 to 20 is a no-go, absolutely no-go. Anything higher than that is better. So this bar technically is better, right? For 180 grams of, 180 calories, 21 grams of protein is pretty good. We're over 1 to 10. So that's a really quick rule, guys. Divide your, that's me at least. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody has a better way, but quick division, just divide your protein by 10. And your calories by 10, divide your calories by 10. And if it has more or less protein than that, you know, you can kind of guide yourself. If it's way under that, then it's not worth it, right? So if I have a 200, 300 calorie bar, right? Because there was one there that says 30 grams of protein. Like, whoa, 30 grams of protein, you know, some X nut, whatever bar or something like that. But then I checked the label and has 480 calories. So we'll just round it up to 500 calories. So 500 calories for 30 grams. You know, that's way, the ratio is way worse than my bar, right? It'd be about 350 calories for 20 grams of protein for that bar. 350 calories, and 350 calories I can basically squeeze in another bar, right? It's two Quest bars, and for two Quest bars I get 42 grams of protein. So definitely, you know, that's a quick tool I use, guys. 1 to 10, and I find that foods that fit that range, they tend to be more satiating. They leave you full. If you can get through the initial I guess insulin drop, right, which is like where you us bigger folk, we're hungrier, and we're getting these sugar pangs. That's what I'm gonna call them, sugar pangs. The protein will usually hold you up pretty well, at least until you can get to your next protein hit. So that's that. Two of those bars, and then I bought a bacon and egg taco, right? So it's on flour tortilla. That's what they usually sell at all the gas stations. Not sure about where you're from, but here in Texas, flour tacos with breakfast tacos are a big deal, right? And I thought about eating the whole taco, right? Eat the whole taco, right? You have 2 eggs worth inside the taco with maybe two strips of bacon, right? I'm thinking a good 20 grams of protein there, maybe about 240 calories. And eat the tortilla, right? The tortilla alone is like 300 calories in carbs. It's all carbs, right? There's nothing good from a flour tortilla except the taste. So what I did first is I was preparing my meal. I actually cut out the edges of my taco, right? So we cut out the edges, and I was about to take a bite, and then I decided, no, why do half measures, right? Do I need this tortilla? Is it gonna make or break me if I don't eat this tortilla? And I decided no. So I went ahead and removed the rest of the taco. So that's kind of where we're at with that, guys. Be adaptable, adapt, make the right choices. We always have choices, guys. We always have choices. Always have choices. And like I said, be adaptable. Look what's around you. What are your tools? What food do you have nearby? Chances are, if you have access to a gas station, you have access to the healthiest option. No, not chances are. If you have access to the gas station, you have access to the healthiest option in that gas station. And go for that one. You will thank yourself for it. You will appreciate it. You stay on point. You stay on your goals. You keep it going. There is absolutely no excuse for not being able to lose weight based on what's around you, especially, you know, even at work. You can make healthy choices, or slightly less unhealthy choices, right? Because I'm pretty sure, just like everything else in life, somebody can come out again. Hey, Adrian, did you know that Quest bars actually uses baby seal blood or something like that, right? There's always something, you know. There's always something, you know, better, right? But I'm pretty sure my 2 Quest bars are better than that 1 bar. And even that bar is a better choice than a Snickers bar. And, you know, or a Nutri-Grain bar, right? Which is, you know, they market it as real healthy, but it's, you know, fucking 400 calories with 2 grams of protein. Mind you, the danger here is what's going to happen with me and my toilet later with these fucking Quest bars. And that's between me and my toilet. That is a battle on the horizon. I am mentally preparing myself because Quest bars do things to you that they need to figure that shit out. Anyways, yeah, guys, so that's it's just a recap, not a recap, but a touchback on the last message, on last I guess it was a really good example of what I was talking about in my last video, right? Being adaptable. For sure, guys, be adaptable. Everywhere you go, there's options, there's choices. There is no such thing as, you know, if you have the option to the unhealthy choice, you will have the access to the healthy choice. Is it less tasty? Is it less Would I rather be munching on a Snickers? Hell yeah. But I'd rather fit in my clothes more than eat a Snickers, right? It feels amazing that my jeans, I no longer have to unbuckle them while driving. They're actually feeling loose when I first put them on, fresh out of the dryer. You know, because we all have that little trick with the jeans where they get loose throughout the day as you're using them, you know, denim, and then they're like kind of sagging, and you kind of lie to yourself, like, oh, guess I am losing weight. You know, these jeans don't feel so tight. No, no, no. What counts is how they fit when you first put them on, fresh out of the dryer, fresh out of the drawer. That's what counts. And for sure, mine are loose, loose now, not just, you know, well fitting. They feel good. My shirts feel great. They're not riding up my armpits. My moobs aren't splitting my shirts apart. My love handles aren't letting the shirt ride up my back. I am no longer showing butt crack when I bend over, which I can do now because I'm stretching. Um, Overall, it's just amazing. It feels great. I tell my wife I feel amazing. Even if I sometimes get less sleep, it's so worth it. So yeah, guys, just stick with it. Keep at it. It lets you focus better at work. Lets you do better work, do better for yourself. You're a better person to be around other people and your family and just for yourself, dude. Like it's a win all around, guys. The only thing is you don't get to satiate your craving, you know. And even then, once in a while, I got a secret for you guys. I actually have a secret for you guys, but I'm not gonna tell you till I'm 299 pounds. So when I hit 299, I will tell you guys what my secret is. So yeah. Anyways, y'all have a good day. Keep kicking ass. If you went to the gym, good job. If you haven't gone, get at it. If you can't go to the gym, then watch your diet. If you have a Snickers in your hand right now, toss it out the fucking window. And let's get it, guys. See y'all.